Do you really think things are ever going to go back to normal? What you've seen as normal, as what we've grown up with as normal? I don't know if you spent much time around older folks, but a lot of the time they always talk about the good old days or things that were, if only it was like it was. This world changes. This world is on a constant path of change. And I think as we've looked and seen the globalist agendas playing out, it comes in waves. And that's just a principle of life. Things go good, things then go quiet for a while. They might go bad, they go good, quiet, bad. And it's what we do in those times of the lull, the ebbs and flows that really make a difference. And I'm a voice to say that this is not going back. This is going forward and it's going to come unstuck. I think this has come out of the hands of the globalists. It's never been in the hands of the globalists. They think that they're achieving things they want to achieve, but ultimately there's a spiritual authority that they all serve. And whether you believe it or not, you serve one or the other. There is no static. There's no sitting in the middle. So I think we are going to see, and things now, there's stuff going on around the world, but I think we're going to see a major shift in some things shortly. I have said for quite a while that I believe the currency has collapsed and it's just artificially propped up for an opportune time. And these men and women have propped it up for that opportune time where they're going to bring it in and a collapse to bring about authoritarian control. But I think we're going to see some events here that are unplanned, even by them. They can fabricate these artificial, viruses and collapses and food shortages and all sorts of things, but ultimately there's a bigger picture at play here and things won't go back. No single man is in control of this. No singular authority of this world is in control of this. They think they are, but I think that's what makes it a doable thing is there's all these men that think they have control. They think they're in control. They think that they're able to influence what's really happening here, and they're really puppets that are being used by spiritual forces that are far greater than they'll ever understand. And one day, as I've said in previous videos, some of these men and women that have been used in this way, terror is going to overcome them. They're going to have terror, panic that's going to hit them. Some of these men and women are going to hide under their beds in fear of what's coming. They're going to hide under their beds and realizing they don't have the answer and they've been used. They're going to hide under their beds in absolute terror when they realize that the things that have happened around them are way bigger than them. They're following a spiritual agenda, and many of them are demonic. So I think it's a great time to continue and to understand, to continue to build, understanding that things are not just going to go back to an easy life. It doesn't happen that way. When has it ever happened that way? Things always change. You can never go back. And it's always going forward. You're not the person you were yesterday. Today you're a different person. Tomorrow you'll be different again. And it's what you do with today that sets the path for you tomorrow. I heard people make foolish statements like, I'll only live today. And there's a spiritual truth in that. But the checks that you write today, you'll live tomorrow. You'll cash tomorrow. And I think they forget that. God is in control. God is the ruler of the realm. And people, well, I don't believe in God. And once again, who are you? Who are you in the grand scale of things? This life is what I call the transit lounge to eternity. We're sitting in a transit lounge. If you're lucky, you get 70, 80, 90 years. Maybe you'll do really well and get 100 years. What's 100 years? I'm in my 50s. Where'd that go? I like that saying, life's like a toilet roll. The more you use it, the quicker it goes. And I think we are in this transit lounge waiting to board a flight to eternity. We all came naked and we'll leave naked. We came with nothing and we'll leave with nothing. The only thing you can take to eternity are the people that you've influenced, the people that you've influenced for the divine good, the ones that in my way of seeing the world is to understand that there's a relationship with Jesus Christ that brings us into the eternal. Walk it. Friend, build it, because these people are not in control. Look and see. If you don't believe in a devil, just look at the world around you. How can there not be a devil? With some of the filth and perversion and even what these globalist men and women are doing, how can there not be a devil? The stuff that they're doing is so deceived and delusional. And they think in their pious self-righteousness, psychopathy, that they're good people. No, everybody, what's the Bible used to say? Well, what the Bible say? Every man did what was right in his own eyes. God weighs up the heart. And I think as we are moving forward here, prepare yourself spiritually in this transit lounge that's heading to eternity. Eternity, friend, think about it. Eternity, there's no way out of it. The eternal is forever and ever and ever. You don't wake up one day dead and think, oh, okay. So what do people do that are scared of eternity? Well, I don't believe in eternity. Oh, there you are again, yeah. He who buries his head in the sand is bound to get burnt in the end. Yeah, you big know-all. You know all about eternity, right? Yeah, just because of your opinion is going to change everything. No. Stop running. Face reality. You're sitting in a transit lounge called life, and the flight's boarding to eternity. You may not see the disasters and the fruit of what these people are doing in your lifetime, but it'll come. It'll come. So, I think as we live, and the Bible says that he's in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on him. When we put our mind and our heart into the hands of God, into that divine, into that relationship with Jesus, through surrender, just saying, God, just come. I surrender my life to you. Jesus, come and live in my life. Walk with me. Be my best friend. Be one with me, and let's just take that journey. I tell you, peace follows. You have your days, but peace follows. Because you understand that these people can't steal your life. They can't. There's nothing they can do. And so I just encourage you to understand that, yeah, some of these things that are temporal are passing away, but they're passing away anyway. It's just being accelerated and passing away in your life, because really, let's think about it, our life is passing away. So all they're doing is helping us see reality, and to see the reality that we all need to face the eternal. We all need to come face to face with where we're headed and what's going to happen. And really, it's not about opinions, because opinions are like armpits. I like my little cliches, don't I? Opinions are like armpits. Everyone's got one and they usually stink. It's not about opinions, because your opinion will change from one day to the next. It's about where we're grounded. It's about knowing we're grounded in the eternal God who loves us no matter what. So I'm Scott Russell, Two Free Scott, and I encourage you, keep going. Keep going. Take a walk. And as you're walking, just take a walk in the sunset. Take a walk in the sunrise, and just talk to your Creator. You might be surprised what comes back.